Folks, if you've ever thought about building a mobile app, you know how intimidating it feels. Weeks of tutorials, endless bugs, and by the time you're done, your idea already feels outdated. That pain has kept so many great ideas locked inside notebooks and sticky notes. But what if building an application was as simple as having a conversation? Guys, that's exactly what Rork promises. This platform takes app development out of the coding dungeon and puts it in plain English. Describe what you want, tweak it step by step, and actually watch your idea come to life. Not in months, but in minutes. It doesn't matter if you're a developer who wants to move faster or someone who's never touched a line of code. Rork was built to meet you where you are. My name is Daniel, and in this video, I'll show you how it works so you can decide if it's worth it. Guys, make sure you check out all the useful links in the description after watching this video. There might be some nice discounts there. Let's dive in. So folks, time to break it down. Rork is what's called a vibe coding platform. This means you don't need to write endless lines of code to get a working application. Instead, you describe what you want in plain English, and it turns that into a real mobile app you can run and test. At the same time, this isn't just a toy for hobbyists. My friends, under the hood, this service uses React Native and Expo, which are industry standards for cross-platform programs. That means developers can open the project locally, extend it with custom code, or connect external APIs. And if you're not technical, you still get the same power without touching a single bracket. Guys, this app makes iteration natural. Type a simple instruction like "make the button rounder," and the app updates instantly with a live preview. Templates are also available, from Spotify-style players to recipe services, and they can be reshaped step by step. For business owners, the roadmap is especially exciting. Folks, the platform includes built-in monetization features that are rolling out soon. One-click payment integration, subscription handling, and other revenue tools are being baked directly into the platform. That's the kind of heavy lifting that normally requires an entire development team. Guys, this blend of accessibility and flexibility is why over 300,000 people have already turned to Rork for prototyping and production-ready apps. It's not just faster development, it's development without the usual barriers. Guys, let's jump into the platform itself and see how it works in practice. I am heading over to its website and signing up with my Google account. Before jumping into the workspace, it asks some guiding questions to better understand your goals. What you plan to use it for, how you describe your profession, and what coding experience you have. Folks, don't worry if you've never coded before, the whole process is designed for complete beginners. Once you pass through this step, the platform opens up. The interface is clean, with a chat window, a panel to view your projects, and a showcase of published apps created with Rork. These examples are actually pretty inspiring. You get a clear sense of what's possible, from bright creative programs to polished business tools. Now let's actually create something together, guys. I'll begin with a very short prompt, just a single sentence, and send it into the chat. Immediately a workspace loads with several sections. On the left there's a panel listing projects you've created, which you can collapse to focus on your build. In the middle, the chat acts as your main collaborator. The app takes your idea, breaks it down, and automatically creates a plan. Guys, this is where the magic begins. The system outlines the key features for your app and structures the workflow without you needing to specify every detail. It's not a problem if you don't have any design skills. This platform generates a decent layout from the start. You can always step in and adjust, but it's clear that the heavy lifting is already handled. Folks, as the generation continues, you can switch between different views. There's a live preview that looks like a phone screen, where you see your app forming in real time. There's also a code view, which developers can explore to check the generated files. For others, the visual preview is where the excitement really hits. You're watching your idea turn into something functional before your eyes. Testing is just as smooth, folks. When your software reaches a working stage, a QR code appears next to the preview. On iOS, you can open it with the dedicated app, and on Android, you scan it with Expo Go. Either way, folks, your prototype is running on your actual device within minutes. This makes the process feel real right from the start, cause you're not just imagining your idea, you're holding it in your hand. At the top, you can also toggle between device modes, switch from iOS to Android to Web Preview, and see how your app adapts across platforms. It's a fast way to check compatibility without setting up different environments. Guys, before we move on, I try to make my content fun instead of boring, and in return, Please like this video and subscribe to my channel if you enjoy the content I make. When the first build is complete, the app even gives you a structured breakdown of what happened. You see the steps it took, the components created, and any potential issues flagged along the way. In our case, it identifies 6 issues. Folks, you can dive into each one and choose to fix them individually or apply a one-click fix across all of them. What's cool is that it doesn't charge for these automated fixes. They are included, so you always feel confident that your program will function properly, without spending extra resources. With everything ready, you can move into a full interactive preview. For our task management demo, the app now shows 3 panels: All Tasks, My Tasks, and Team. Each button is clickable and behaves exactly like it would in a live app. Guys, mark something as done, and it updates everywhere instantly. My Tasks filters only your personal assignments, while Team shows your colleagues with all the necessary information about them. A clean progress bar tracks completion, so managing a team becomes visual and motivating. Folks, this is exactly the kind of detail that makes Rork applications feel professional even at the earliest stage. Let's see what it looks like on your phone. I scanned the code and launched the build. And here it is, the exact same app that we saw in the browser preview, now running natively on the device. Everything carried over, guys. The layout is identical and every button responds. I can tap through tasks, mark them as complete, and see the update process instantly. It's time to take it a step further. Guys, I want to add a motivational twist, so I type a request directly into the chat. It should display a positive message whenever a task is marked complete and keep a strict counter for productive days. Instantly, it generates a plan and then presents a short summary of what it added. It even leaves instructions so you know how the new features work, folks. Back in the preview, I mark a task as complete. A cheerful message pops up, which is really nice. The strict counter updates to show day 1 of consistency. That's quite impressive, folks. Design changes work the same way. I asked for dark mode, and within a moment, the software processed the request, updated the components, and refreshed the preview, and a theme menu appeared where I can toggle between light and dark instantly, guys. This is customization made painless, and it shows how flexible the system can be. Beyond tasks and visuals, there's also room for branding. You can rename your project, swap the app icon, and adjust privacy settings, so your build is public or private. For teams, this is especially important when sharing early drafts. Folks, for developers, there's even deeper control. You can switch into the code view and look through all the files. There are also options to export the project to your local editor or sync everything directly to GitHub. The integration is seamless, my friends. After connecting a repository, every change updates in real time. This closes the gap between rapid prototyping and full-scale production. You're not locked into a walled garden. You're building real code that lives in a real repository. Guys, the integrations don't stop there. You can enable a backend to store data and handle user activity. Sensitive information like API keys is stored securely inside the platform. There's even built-in support for features such as likes or posts powered by a database connection. And when you need to adjust environment variables, the system allows quick edits, even in bulk. Finally, folks, the publishing is straightforward too. Clone your app into a new chat, publish the preview with a shareable link, or push directly to App Store and Google Play. This end-to-end flow from idea to device to store is what sets Rork apart. Alright, my friends, let's wrap it up. It's clear that Rork lowers the barrier to building real mobile apps. The interface is approachable for beginners, yet powerful enough for developers who want to customize and extend their projects. Guys, that balance makes it more than just a quick drafting tool. It feels like a bridge between ideas and complete products. And soon it will include simple payment integrations and subscription options. That means your app won't just run, it will also earn you money. If you're sitting on an idea that you've been putting off because of technical barriers, this might be your moment. The learning curve is practically flat, and you can have a working prototype faster than you can write a detailed project specification. Folks, I'd love to hear from you. What kind of app would you build first with this? Share your thoughts in the comments. Feel free to check out the links in the description below, you might find some discounts there. As usual, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching, until next time.